former Ohio House representative who is now running for state office shows up in a new documentary about the House Bill 6 first energy bribery scandal, at a time when it's possible we may learn the scheme was even bigger than we thought. Ohio Confidential, a documentary from Oscar winner Alex Gibney, dropped April 15th on Max. It includes recorded conversations with former representative and 2026 state treasurer candidate Jay Edwards and the late lobbyist Neil Clark, who was being investigated by the FBI for something else when his conversations helped agents uncover this scandal, leading to the federal bribery and racketeering conviction of former Ohio House Speaker Larry Householder. First Energy admitted to funneling $60 million into a dark money, or 501c4 group, called Generation Now to ensure a $1 billion bailout for two failing nuclear power plants. Now, a new filing in the related federal criminal case against former First Energy executive Chuck Jones shows that his attorneys believe the federal government may accuse their client of bribing more public officials. At one point in the doc, we hear Clark talking about possible dark money contributions to Governor Mike DeWine with an undercover FBI agent wearing a wiretap.
There are two C4s you have to give to the governor, but I will not let you give to the governor unless I know who's going to make the decision right.
I asked DeWine's spokesperson about this, and he told me Neil Clark was indicted for his actions and they were unrelated to the governor. Any insinuation otherwise is baseless innuendo. Elsewhere in the doc, while talking about keeping HB 6 off the ballot to avoid a direct vote by the people, Edwards can be heard telling Householder,
And it's the beginning of your speakership that set the bad precedent for the next 6 years. We need to make them realize you can't.
I asked Edwards what he meant by that, but he declined to answer that question. In a separate recorded conversation between Clark and an undercover FBI agent that was not included in the documentary, Clark brings Edwards up.
And does he have the political power to make decisions?
If you want to get somebody that's a member who has influence on the speaker, Jay Edwards would be the guy.
Edwards would not comment on this and also would not answer my question as to whether he received any benefit from money in the Generation Now account. Instead, he told me, the recent release of a docuseries has given this subject renewed interest with the press, but this has been exhaustively covered in the past and there is nothing new that was covered. It is time to move past this and focus on working to make our state a stronger place to live for hardworking Ohioans. Scott Pullins, who is Householder's attorney, told me that Clark calling Edwards somebody, quote, who has influence on the speaker is not accurate. He said, "You had to know Neil Clark. That's just the way he would talk and exaggerate, especially late at night after drinks." Householder has appealed his federal conviction, and his attorney told me Mr. Householder's actions were legally vetted throughout the process by an entire team of lawyers, including myself. Householder now faces a state trial, which is scheduled for November. This is Stephanie Haney for 3 News Investigates.